Guys, welcome back to a new video here on the channel, and we are starting to kick off Halloween content. It's not October yet, it's the end of September, but it's Halloween all year round here. Hope you guys like my new setup. I'm probably going to keep this anyway, because like I said, it's Halloween all year round, and yes, there's a skeleton back there. Also, I really want to show this off. I got a brand new Part 1 Freddy Fedora off Marketplace. This thing is 70 years old. I kid you not. It's from the 50s. It's so damn screen accurate. I'm nervous to fucking weather the thing, but my god, it's gorgeous. So today we're kicking things off by doing something a little different. I'm really excited and we're just gonna have some fun. I'm gonna be reacting and going over a selection of foreign horror movie posters. Some ranging from awesome in terms of concept to just plain wacky in terms of concept. Now, let me preface this. We are not making fun of anyone's artistic merit or abilities today. It's more the concepts and the design choices that were made for some of these posters. Again, some are awesome, others are absolutely wacky. A lot of the wacky ones come from Ghana, and again, it's one of those things where the concepts are just so mind-boggling that it gets to the point where that thing didn't even happen in the particular film that we're touching on. So all up, I've got 14 posters to react to. If I've missed one or there is one that stood out to you that wasn't in the video, let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, we're kicking things off with an Elm Street 5 poster from Ghana. Now, I'm assuming this is Elm Street 5 because at the top, it's Freddy doing the shh from the Dream Child. But then you look down the bottom and it looks like Wayne Newton getting a pick to the eye, or the bloke from The Wedding Singer. You know, the guy with that crazy hair, and he's like, ah shit, I got water on myself. Now going back to the image of Freddy down below, that looks like a still from Freddy versus Jason, when Freddy is standing next to Jason. Like, it's a spitting image. Well, not a spitting image, it looks like the Wish version, but my god. So I don't know, I'm very conflicted. This is supposed to be for Nightmare 5, but then at the same time, they've got a Freddy vs. Jason lookalike down below in terms of the aesthetic of Freddy, and Freddy vs. Jason came out in 2003. I don't know, but the pick to the eye on a dodgy looking Wayne Newton looks absolutely brilliant. I love it. I would have loved to have seen Freddy use a pick at one point in the franchise and have a quip like, I guess I picked you. Moving on, we have an Elm Street 3 poster from Mexico, and I really dig this poster. Look at the way Freddy is designed on the side of his face. He's missing all pieces of his face. You can see through to the skeleton, onto the teeth, like you see the exposed skull. Very reminiscent of the Part 1, 2, and 3 posters. Now, this is originally a promotional still with Robert up against the wall. I believe this is possibly when they were filming the alleyway scene with Taryn or the Doc and Dream Warriors video. May see down below the photo that they've used of Nancy and Joey while Joey's in a coma. I think they could have done something better. I would have loved to have seen Freddy with a hypodermic needle glove or just another shot. To me, that's just too plain Jane. They've reutilized the 3 claws from the original Elm Street 1 poster, or a variation. But overall, I love it. There's something about foreign horror posters I love. Just the designs can be so damn cool, and in this case, I love it. Freddy looks mean and menacing in his beady eyes as well. It just looks fucking great. Now here's another poster from Ghana. This is for Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Now, if you probably also spot a brand new Part 7 Jason hockey mask there that is actually derived from a screen-used hero mask, which is really cool. And I'm also going to be doing a ranking of Jason's hockey mask in the coming weeks, so look forward to that. But getting back to this poster, it's great. It's kind of keeping with the theme of what we see in Part 7 with Jason with the weed whacker. Jason looks interesting. He looks like a kindergartner just got some Play-Doh and mushed it together, and 5 minutes later they're like, I'm done! But not only is he holding a weed whacker, he's also holding an axe, and I just think that would have been such a badass shot of him just trundling along through Camp Crystal Lake with the weed whacker and an axe, throwing the axe, and then going after them with the weed whacker as well. Just a double whammy. Now this, by far, is my favorite poster out of the bunch in terms of how different and cool a poster can look. When it comes to Japanese design posters, whether it be DVD, Blu-ray, VHS, Laserdisc. Laserdisc is the main one. Japanese designs are so beautiful, yet at the same time, otherworldly, and make you think that doesn't look like it's in line with the theme of the movie, but I dig it. I dig the aesthetic, I dig the design, and in this case, with an Elm Street 1 poster from Japan, This is no exception. This is beautiful. I love it. I love the almost Tron looking green squares that we see there, that grid. We've got Nancy up top. We've got a nice promo still of Freddy in black and white. And then we have a little color Freddy, the glove, and just all excerpts from the film down below with the beautiful Japanese writing. It's just so otherworldly and almost like a dream state. I love it. Next up is a Child's Play poster from Ghana. And this looks like the Cabbage. Is it the Cabbage Pail? Cabbage Pail? Garbage Pail? Garbage Pail Kids. That's the one. This looks... Look, seeing the military bloke in the bushes, I would think it was Child's Play 3, because obviously that takes place at a military school when Andy Barclay's a bit older. But this is supposedly the first Child's Play. And the top look of Chucky is derived from a promo still from the first Child's Play. In terms of Chucky down the bottom right corner... He's got like teeth, he's got fangs, and he's like, ah! Now I'm trying to figure out what's going on behind Top Chucky. It looks like a moo cow dressed in people clothes, but the top half is a human. They're slumped over a fence and they're missing their head. Or is that supposed to be camo? Like camouflage? I'm assuming that's supposed to be camouflage. Look, I don't know if it's one of those things where they got their lines crossed and this is supposed to be for Child's Play 3 because of the whole military theme. But in this case, you got someone that's like a half moo cow, half person, missing their head, slumped over a fence with an army man down below, a demonic looking Chucky on the right, and then a Garbage Pail Kid looking Chucky up top. Gorgeous. Next up, we have a Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare poster from Thailand. This is my second favorite out of the bunch. Again, like, especially when it comes to posters from Thailand as well. Japan and Thailand, they always do some banger posters. The designs are so cool, and I love this. They're keeping with the theme of 3D, especially with the main title there kind of coming at you at the screen. We see a shot of Maggie putting the glasses on, the bus that hits John Doe, Carlos, the Dream Demons, and obviously that banger shot of Freddy reaching over with the glove. This is something I would love to find, get an original, and have that framed along with the Japanese Nightmare 1 poster. I always have a thing for Nightmare 1 and Freddy's Dead. Just out there in the main hall of our apartment, I've got my original day build posters of Nightmare 1 and Freddy's Dead. Next up, we have a Halloween 2 poster from Japan. Again, I really dig this, and it's intimidating and brutal to look at because of that needle going into the eye. I have a thing for needles, eyes, just anything around the eye, I freak the fuck out. Now, this is very interesting. It looks like burnt skin under Michael Myers, and you see the mask ripping away, and it's the perfect aesthetic for the Dick Warlock look of Michael Myers from Halloween 2, as opposed to the much more stretched out Nick Castle look. This is a cracker shot. I love this. And down the bottom it says Boogeyman, which is quite interesting. But the fact they're keeping with the theme of the needle to the eye, but kind of that foreshadowing of what eventually happens to Michael Myers at the end of Halloween 2. I love that. There are just some interesting concepts with these posters. Nice bit of foreshadowing to say that the mask is going to rip off and he's all burnt under there because he obviously is engulfed in flames at the end of Halloween 2. Next up, we have a poster for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre once again from Ghana. Ghana has some amazingly wacky concepts when it comes to their posters. And again, this is no exception. We have like a knockoff Hannibal Lecter on the right-hand side up top. Leatherface just looks like he's done that. That's it. But actually it looks like reminiscent of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning in terms of the mask. And it looks like that poor bloke is still alive whilst being chopped up by Leatherface. And obviously the guy up in the top right corner, the knockoff looking Hannibal Lecter, is having his legs cut off. There's someone on the left of Leatherface that looks like Leatherface without the mask getting an axe to the face. It's just bombastic. It's wacky. There is so much stuff going on with these posters. Who knows? This could all be a giant meme and I'm just reacting to fake posters. But at the same time, it's fucking fun. Now here we have a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 poster from France. This is awesome. This is up there with the Nightmare 3 poster from Mexico. I love it. Once again, they've got half of Freddy's face torn away. It is pretty much the same look of Freddy from the standard Elm Street 3 poster with Freddy up top and all the Dream Warriors spread out in amongst his claws. We've got Joey tied up on the bed there with the tongues from the nurse. We've got the 1428 Elm Street house. 3 blades as opposed to 4, but I love all the scratches in all different directions. I love it. Freddy 3. It's just so cool. Another one that would be cool to find in original form and frame that mofo. Like, that is so cool. I love it. Now, here we have a poster for Evil Dead 2 once again from Ghana. Look at Ash. Ash looking like an absolute ripped mofo. The demonic looking bat just behind him. He's got the boomstick. He's got the chainsaw. It's very interesting in terms of design. I dig it. Like, you look at the pants and his shirt and it's like it's all melting away and it's all organic and intertwined. This is probably one of the better ones in terms of posters from Ghana because of the design choices. It's really otherworldly, it's cool, it's different. It doesn't look like, standard aesthetic of the pants that he wore or the ripped shirt. I actually really dig it. Next up, we have a Freddy vs. Jason poster from Ghana, which is borrowing traits from Friday the 13th Part 8, where he's smashing through the cabin window, and it looks like he's choking Richard Simmons. And it looks like Sloth from the Goonies down the bottom. Oh, you guys. Again, this is so wacky, and we've got a scythe. Is it a scythe? Down below, a bloody scythe, a headless torso, Sloth, Richard Simmons, and Jason. I will pay to see that in a fucking film. Okay, so keeping with the theme of how good Japanese poster designs are, we have Army of Darkness. Look at this shit. Look how much is going on here. We have canned soup down the bottom. Even the design background, just the blues, the oranges, everything. It's like a proper pop culture poster. Again, something I would love to find in original form, frame it. People would walk into our apartment or our home and just be like, I don't know what's going on, but I love it. Coming in second last is a Halloween 3 Season of the Witch poster from Ghana. Why does Tom Selleck look like Scarface?
You people look at me and say, look, it's the Tom Selleck.
There is so much going on with this poster. Like I said, Tom Selleck looking like Scarface. They have definitely taken that shot of Montana from Scarface and made it look like it's not even looking like Tom Selleck. We got Dickie looking versions of the witch, the skull, the pumpkin head. Like, is that supposed to be little buddy with a chainsaw decapitating someone whilst the snake is engulfing them? Again, the design choices are just so amazing with these posters. Absolutely love them. But the one to top it all, the piece de resistance, is a Halloween 1 poster from Ghana. Look at that. How glorious is that? There is a chopper.
Jamie, get to the choppers! Ah!
Michael's mask has fused to his face, so he can now make facial expressions. He is now an expert marksman with a sniper rifle that can fire torpedoes. We have Michael holding a head and also a chainsaw. Laurie looks fine. To me, that looks like Jamie Lee Curtis. It's a little bit off, but that looks like Jamie Lee Curtis to me as Laurie Strode from that one promotional photo. But the helicopter saving someone from the Myers house, the Strode house, I don't know. But at the same time, Michael being a marksman, his mask fused to his face, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Much like the Richard Simmons, Jason Voorhees team up, this is what I would have loved to have seen as an alternate ending for Halloween 1. Laurie Strode escaping via chopper with the ladder being thrown down. Michael comes out, the mask has fused to his face. He's got the scope, he's aiming at her. Cuts to black, directed by John Carpenter. And there you have it, guys. Those are my picks of some amazingly cool and wacky foreign horror movie posters. If I left some out that really stood out to you, please let me know down below. I love going through stuff like this, whether it's posters, physical media, stuff like that, where you got your Laserdisc VHSs from other parts of the world. It's just so cool to see and compare the pair with what design choices were made over, say, our design choices. Like, we play it pretty safe when it comes to our VHSs. Like, we usually use the stock standard posters, but these guys have the balls to go out there and give Michael a sniper rifle that emits a torpedo and fuse the mask to his face and include a chopper. It's beautiful. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.